If you're over 60 and feel like your legs are getting weaker, even when you're just sitting, this message is for you. You're not lazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. The truth is, after 60, it's not just age that makes your legs feel shaky or stiff. It's disuse. The muscles, nerves, and reflexes that support your legs start going quiet when we stop using them the right way. But here's the good news. Even if standing feels difficult or dangerous, you can rebuild strength, control, and confidence without leaving your chair. And in this video, I'm going to guide you through 3 simple, science-backed movements you can do completely seated to safely activate your legs and restart that vital brain-muscle connection. No gym, no pills, no equipment needed. In just minutes a day, you can start waking up those muscles again, improving circulation, and reclaiming your strength right where you are. Let's begin this journey together. When you think of leg strength, you might picture squats, stairs, or gym machines. But here's a powerful truth. Leg strength doesn't start with standing, it starts with activation. As we age, our brain gets less feedback from our muscles, especially in the hips, thighs, and calves. This leads to a loss of connection, slower reflexes, and weaker movements, even while sitting. That's why seated exercises are so effective for seniors. They safely reawaken the pathways between your brain and your lower body without adding pressure on your joints or risking falls. By doing just a few targeted movements from your chair, you're telling your muscles, "Wake up, you still matter." And with repetition, these muscles remember what they're supposed to do: support you, lift you, stabilize you. The result? Better circulation, more leg control, and a stronger foundation for everything: getting up, walking, even just feeling confident in your own body again. We're not just exercising, we're reprogramming your body to stay strong and independent. This first exercise targets one of the most overlooked core muscles in the body, the quadratus lumborum. Located deep in your lower back, this muscle plays a key role in stabilizing your pelvis, supporting your spine, and helping you shift weight when walking or getting out of a chair. To begin, sit on a firm chair without armrests, preferably one with a flat, stable seat. Place both feet flat on the ground and use your hands to shift your body slightly forward so that your buttocks are closer to the edge of the seat without compromising your safety. Make sure both sit bones are still in contact with the chair. Sit tall, with your spine straight, chest open, and shoulders relaxed. Now, without using your hands for support, lean your body very slightly to one side and slowly lift the opposite hip off the chair. This is called hitching the hip. You are aiming to lift just enough to feel the muscles along your side and lower back activate, but not so high that you lose balance. Hold that lifted position for a brief moment, about 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly lower your hip back down to the chair. Reset your posture, then repeat on the opposite side. Aim to do this slowly and with control, alternating sides for a total of 8 to 10 repetitions per side. You can increase to 12 or more reps as your comfort and coordination improve. Important tips: do not twist your torso or push with your hands. The motion should come from your waist and hips. Breathe naturally throughout the movement. If you feel yourself leaning too far or losing balance, stop and reset. Smaller, controlled movements are better than big, unstable ones. This exercise is deceptively simple but highly effective. It trains the neuromuscular control needed to shift weight when walking or moving side to side, essential for preventing falls and staying stable in daily activities. Modifications: if you feel unsteady, place a sturdy chair beside you or have a countertop nearby for support. If you're recovering from a back or hip injury, reduce the range of motion until your body adjusts. With consistency, this movement strengthens your core and pelvis connection, creating a stable base from which your legs can move more confidently. Over time, this will translate to easier walking, improved posture, and greater balance when transitioning from sitting to standing. Now let's focus on one of the most fundamental and overlooked moves for seniors with weak legs: the seated knee extension. This exercise directly targets your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs responsible for straightening your knees and supporting your ability to get up from a chair, walk confidently, and prevent sudden collapses or buckling knees. Here's how to perform it correctly, even if you've been inactive or living with chronic knee pain. Sit upright in a sturdy chair, making sure your back is supported and both feet are flat on the ground. Place a folded towel, cushion, or low stool beneath one leg so that it's gently elevated and supported. The goal is to have the working leg in a relaxed but raised position that allows free movement. Slowly straighten your knee by lifting your foot upward, using your thigh muscles to extend the leg fully. Hold this extended position for a few seconds, aiming for 3 to 5 seconds if you can. You should feel your quadriceps engaging, firm but not cramping. Then, gently return your foot to the starting position. If you're up for a challenge or want to make the exercise more effective, you can add a small ankle weight or even a light household item like a water bottle or canned good in a sock tied around your ankle. But if that feels like too much, start with just your body weight. What matters most is the form and control, not the load. Repeat this movement 10 times on one leg, then switch to the other side. You can build up to 2 or 3 rounds as you gain strength. Rest briefly between sides if needed. What's important is consistency and precision, not speed. A few key tips. Do not lock your knee at the top. Just a gentle, full extension. Avoid using momentum or swinging your leg up. Slow, deliberate motion trains the muscles better. If you feel any sharp knee pain, reduce the height or range of motion and try again with a smaller extension. Why is this so important? Many seniors lose strength in their quadriceps over time, especially if arthritis or fear of falling has limited their movement. And weak quads directly lead to struggles standing up, climbing stairs, or reacting quickly to regain balance. By reactivating these muscles from a seated position, you're safely building the very strength that supports independence. Even a few minutes a day of this exercise can help rebuild your muscle memory, restore stability, and reduce knee strain over time. Don't underestimate the power of this simple move. It's often one of the first prescribed by physiotherapists for leg rehabilitation. Now it's time to wake up one of the most underestimated muscle groups when it comes to leg strength and stability: your calves. They're the engines behind your steps, the silent heroes in your balance, and often the first to weaken after long periods of sitting or inactivity. That's why today's final exercise, the seated calf raise, is so important. This movement is simple, safe, and surprisingly powerful for rebuilding your push-off power and improving circulation in your lower legs. And the best part? You don't need a gym or fancy equipment, just a chair and something with a little weight. Here's how to do it. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Make sure your knees are at about a 90-degree angle and your posture is upright and relaxed. Now, place a small weighted object on your knees, something household like 2 water bottles, a bag of rice, or canned goods. If you have light dumbbells, you can use them. The key is to create gentle downward pressure on your thighs to increase resistance during the movement. Begin the exercise by slowly raising both heels off the floor, pressing through the balls of your feet, and lifting as high as you comfortably can. Focus on feeling your calf muscles contract and tighten at the top of the movement. Pause briefly at the top, then slowly lower your heels back to the ground in a controlled motion. Repeat this movement 10 to 15 times, aiming for 2 rounds. Rest briefly between rounds if needed. Tips for success. Keep the movement smooth and controlled. Avoid bouncing or rushing. If the weights feel too heavy or unsteady, start without them. Your body weight alone can still provide benefit. Place a towel under your feet if your heels feel sensitive or the floor is hard. Why this works? Your calves play a vital role in walking, balance recovery, and blood flow. Weak calves can lead to poor circulation, swelling, and a greater risk of stumbling or not being able to catch yourself when slipping. With seated calf raises, you safely rebuild the strength and endurance needed to walk with power, support your knees, and stand with more stability. And because you're seated, there's virtually no risk of losing balance while you train. This is especially helpful for seniors with arthritis, dizziness, or recent injuries. Over time, this simple exercise can improve your ability to rise from chairs, navigate stairs, and move more freely throughout your day. It's a small move with a big payoff, and one you can easily repeat several times a week. You did it. Just by sitting down and dedicating a few minutes to your health today, you've taken a powerful step towards stronger legs, more control, and greater confidence. These aren't just exercises. They're tools to help you reclaim your independence and keep doing the things you love. Let's quickly recap what you just learned. First, we activated your core and deep postural muscles with the seated hip hitch, gently waking up your spine and improving your ability to shift and control your body weight. Then, you strengthened the front of your thigh, the quadriceps, with seated knee extensions, giving your legs more power to support your body when standing, stepping, or getting out of a chair. Finally, you reawakened the often overlooked lower leg with seated calf raises, boosting your balance reflexes and circulation where it matters most, your ankles and feet. All of this was done safely, without standing, and entirely from a chair. And if you felt unsure at any point, that's okay. What matters is that you showed up, you tried, and you listened to your body. If you're feeling a little shaky or tired now, that's a good sign. Your body is responding, reactivating, and rebuilding. Progress doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small, consistent steps like this. So here's your next step. Commit to repeating these movements just 3 to 4 times a week. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Each time you repeat this routine, your muscles learn a little more, your nerves reconnect a little faster, and your confidence grows a little stronger. And now, I'd love to hear from you. If you're ready to take your strength back, even if it's just from a chair, leave a comment below that says, "My strength starts now." I read every single one, and your words might just inspire someone else who needs to hear that it's never too late to rebuild. If this video was helpful for you, please share it with a friend, spouse, or family member who might benefit too. A simple share could change someone's day, or even prevent a future fall. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, because we've got more coming. Our next videos include a gentle 7-minute warm-up to loosen stiff joints in the morning, and a new routine focused entirely on improving your ankle strength for better walking. Remember, you're not alone on this journey, and you're not done. You're just getting started. Stay strong, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.